Hello and welcome to How Business Sales Work, everything that you as a business owner should understand before you sell your business. My name is Philip Handke. I'm a business broker here with Transworld Business Advisors here in Phoenix. Now, if you're watching this video, there's a good chance that you either own a business that you plan to sell someday, or you advise clients who will. Now, maybe that sale's not going to happen this year, maybe it won't happen in 5 years, but at some point, most owners do sell their business. Now, we get a lot of questions about how selling businesses work, so over the next few videos, I'm going to walk you through the entire sales process from start to finish so that when the time comes for you to sell your business, you can make an informed decision. Real quickly, here's what we're going to cover in this class. In this first video, we're going to talk about what a business broker does and why you consider hiring one. In the second video, we're going to talk about what your business is worth. So we'll uncover the process behind business valuation. And then hopefully at the end of that video, you should have an idea as to what your business is worth. In the third video, we'll talk about how the sales process works from start to finish. In the fourth video, we'll talk about how we work with buyers, how we find them, how we screen them, and how we keep the sale confidential so you can keep running your business. And finally, what we need to get started. Now, I'm going to throw a couple bonus videos in there for you as well. First of all, preparing your business for sale. And then the second video is right in my wheelhouse because I used to be a lender, how business financing works. Maybe you've heard of an SBA loan before. So let's go ahead and get right into it here. Again, the title of the first video is What is a Business Broker and What Do They Do? This is surprisingly one of the most common questions that we get. Most business owners don't really understand what a business broker does. Maybe you've never even heard of one. If either of those is true, that's okay. So what a business broker does, first of all, we help you figure out what your business is worth and we price it right. We'll go deep into this topic on the next video, but this is one of the most important pieces of the entire puzzle. If you price it too high, it may sit, it may not sell at all. If you price it too low, then somebody's going to get a bargain at your expense. That's definitely not what you want. For example, on a business that's worth about $500,000, if you're off by 20%, that's a difference of about $100,000. That's a lot of money to leave on the table. So we're going to price it using your financials and what comparable businesses have sold for so that the number can attract offers and ultimately buyers. Second of all, we market your business professionally. Now, just like in retail, a business that's presented well tends to sell for more. Buyers usually need the full picture laid out for them before they make an offer. So we put together a professional package that's usually about 10 to 20 pages long. It's designed to answer most of the questions that they have before they even ask them. Third of all, we bring you qualified buyers. I really want to emphasize that word qualified. You don't want to just sell your business to somebody who raises their hand. You want that person to have the money and ultimately the experience to run your business so that they can carry on your legacy. We have a very established buyer pool, and we put your business in front of a lot of buyers all over the country. We'll talk about that more in just a couple minutes here. Fourth of all, we keep the sale confidential. So when you sell a home, you don't care if your neighbors or your friends find out about it. Selling a business is much different. Things can change when people find out that your business is for sale. Maybe a competitor finds out about it. Maybe your customers find out about it. Or even worse, maybe your employees find out about it. Those are not things that you want to deal with. So work with a broker and keep the sale confidential. And finally, holding the deal together. Most deals don't fall apart at the offer table. They fall apart after that. So during due diligence and the financing process, we have the lending relationships and the experience to keep deals together, and we can see problems coming before they even start. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, Phil, this all sounds great. Why can't I just do this myself? Some people do. Here's what you'd be signing yourself up for if you did this yourself. First of all, pricing it correctly. I want to hit home on that again. There's no Zillow to check your business value against. There's no Realtor.com. This is probably something you've never done before. You don't want to be off and leave money on the table. Second of all, marketing it well. No offense to business owners. They're great at running their business, but they're not good at marketing it. Again, our marketing materials are designed to answer those questions before the buyers even ask them. Third of all, finding a buyer quietly. You'd have to find a serious buyer while continuing to run your business. You don't want to tip off your staff, your customers, your competitors. That's a lot to handle on your own. Next of all, you'd have to screen every inquiry to sort the real buyers from the tire kickers. Trust me when I say there are a lot of tire kickers out there. Not every buyer is a good buyer. In fact, I'd say most buyers are not good buyers. You don't want your phone ringing off the hook from tire kickers. Getting it to the finish line, handling due diligence, financing, the lease transfer, attorneys, lending relationships. Do you have any of those relationships on your own? Probably not. As brokers, we bring all of that to the table. And last but not least, paperwork and protection, contracts done correctly, making sure that you're getting fully paid and that you're protected after the sale. I really want to hit home on this point at the bottom. Any one of these are doable on their own, but stacked on top of running your business, that's why most owners choose to hand this over to a professional. So now that you understand why you'd want to consider hiring a broker, a little bit about me. So I got my start in corporate finance in 2010. I worked in several roles in banking, credit card processing, and risk management. That laid the foundation for my career and what was to come next. So in 2018, I got a job as an M&A underwriter. I was underwriting large transactions at an M&A finance company here in Scottsdale. I really consider 2018 to be the start of my career in this industry. In 2020, I got started in SBA lending, where I was underwriting small business acquisition loans anywhere from $500,000 to $5 million. And then in the earlier part of 2024, I got my start in business brokerage. So I'm able to combine my lending experience and financial acumen to benefit business buyers and sellers. Now, why does this matter? Many business sales are financed. A deal that can't get financed is a deal that can't get done. It can't close. Unlike most brokers out there, I bring a lender's eye to every listing, so a deal doesn't spend months on buyers that banks won't touch. That's a very important thing to remember. Now, finally, a little bit about my company. I'm with Transworld Business Advisors of Phoenix. We've been selling businesses since the 1970s. We have a nationwide presence, and we have a name that buyers recognize and trust. What this means for you is more buyers, more competition, and a better deal for you in the end. So that's what a business broker does. That's a little bit about myself and my company. In the next video, we're going to tackle the question that everybody asks: what is my business actually worth? It's easier than you may think, and once you see it, you may look at your own business a little bit differently. I'll see you in the next video.